meet you. I really wanted to, have you come on the show and tell your story and stuff like that.
Hey, it's nice to be here, man. I thank you for reaching out to me and giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, so what made you become a martial artist? Like what was the influence behind that?
My dad. My dad is the founder and creator of our style, Red Dragon Karate. My dad was my hero, and I wanted to be around him, so I went to the studio and started learning martial arts.
That and I hate that you guys get excluded out of everything because y'all pretty much as important as the Shakur side of the family as well. I just hate that they don't put y'all like in the movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just glad people, like it and I enjoy the history and
Yo, 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 welcome to the 1804 show, chapter 2. I'm your host, Dollar Will, and this is episode 770. Almost forgot, I've done so many. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, the 1804 show, chapter 2. Now let's begin. So today, I wanted to talk about favor versus favoritism. And it just, I know a whole lot of people just don't understand this concept, but it's just one of those things that you just exhibit. The more you elevate, the more you grow, you begin to really realize that a whole lot of family and a whole lot of friends never liked you in the beginning. Because you would think, especially if you came from despair, you came from depression, you came from just a hard life, and you beginning to soar, you beginning to grow, you beginning to transcend to who you becoming. It just becomes a reminder of certain people just feel the need to watch, but they don't support. They don't support, they don't celebrate, they don't share, they don't promote, they don't clap. And it's okay because a whole lot of you may not know that you've been chosen by God to carry out a particular purpose. And just from the Bible, the people that God chosen in the Bible to carry out a plan and carry out a message and deliver its people from bondage, the people that knew them disregard them. They didn't support, they didn't believe in them. And not saying that I'm any of those people, but I'm just saying it just when you sit back and really think about just how hard it was for you to get to the point that you are now or that you're embarking on, it's going to be people that you love and people that you have always been there for to really turn on you and to begin to downplay your accolades and your success. And you're just sitting here like, wow, like I was happy for you. I was paying my hard-earned money to support you, to feed you, to make sure that you was able to feed your family or just put food on the table. But when it's my turn, you don't show love. And just because you do something once for a person doesn't mean anything. Because a lot of people do things for the intent to throw it back in your face later. So be very careful who you allow to help you. be careful with that because if their spirit is dark and if they demonic in a way, they're gonna use, they're gonna use that against you. They're going to wait till opportunity comes to betray you, to try to belittle you. But like, oh, you would never have got this far if it wasn't for me. And you just gotta, you know what I'm saying, struggle for a while until you're in a position to support yourself. Because you just never know. And just from my past experiences, everybody happy when things going good. And when things are going bad, that's when true character come out. That's the true snake will come out. Because there's a such thing as a snake smile, the smirk of a snake before they bite you. You just never would realize it because they're wearing the mask right now. But this person been a whole snake this whole entire time. You know, getting close to you so they can get information on you, do surveillance on a daily basis. And this is why I'll just petition to have social media get rid of them damn stories. Cause what the fuck you surveilling me for? What you watching my moves for? That shit it just irks me because I'm not concerned about an individual daily life because I'm busy trying to better mine. I'm busy trying to unpack and to improve myself to be worrying about what another motherfucker doing. So it's just really be irky and it's aggy to just be in someone's stories all day. It's just the same person every day. And it's like they wake up and the first thing that on their to-do list is to check to see what I'm doing. And people can say all day like, "Oh, y'all put too much worry into that. You know, you not being followed, nobody is caring about you." But it's a such thing as a person who's jealous and who hates your guts is literally doing that. Or they've been sent by enemy to be a spy. And people say paranoia isn't a good thing, but it is a good thing because you should never be caught lacking. You should never be too oblivious to how far a person would go to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just comes a time that you just have to be cautious and it's never your enemy that you got to worry about. It's always the people that know you, it's the people that's closest to you. Because the enemy is going to be what it is, but your friend always changes. It's that day one or that person that you met along your journey and stuff, but he's or she is overextending themselves a little bit too quickly and never really gave you any type of proof that they're trustworthy. So you have to be really careful with that. And family too. Family can be the worst. And like I said, people can agree to disagree, but I move how I move because of the fact that every time I ever love somebody or put my trust in people, they always let me down. They crossed me in the worst way and this and that, left me for dead, and got mad because I resurrected, that I reinvented myself. They only know me because of the past, but I'm not that person anymore. They never take the time out to get to know the real you or to accept the real you because in their mind, you still that same dumb, weak individual that you let run over, but you are growing, and everybody has made mistakes. Everybody has done wrong in their lives, but you have people that love to play victim, that love to play as if everybody is against them. But I just think that people sell victimhood a whole lot. It's so easy to portray that. But what about becoming a survivor? What about showing people that you can go through anything as long as you kept your faith? Because you can have nothing. You can be dead broke. You can not have a car. You can not have a house. You can basically, be a nomad. But people will still find a way to be jealous of you about. And it's not what's on you, it's what's in you. People see powerful individuals as a threat. When you are able to move mountains while being in the valleys, then you're a powerful individual. You shining, you anointed by God Himself. And it's not what you have, it's about what's in you, what you was born with, what your whole complex is. It's certain things that I would not do. Because I would have been on if I didn't have morals, if I didn't have integrity. I would have been on. I would have been in the industry if I didn't have demands, if I didn't set my expectations. And it just, when you realize that money can't fix everything, then you won't be so quick to do anything for the money. You won't portray as if you're happy or you don't have no problems because you have a few dollars in your pocket. I'm sorry, y'all, my life keep going in and out, but what I'm trying to say is that if you have the ability to help people and you're looking for nothing in return, you just want to see people shine, you just want to make people happy, you just want to give people just that opportunity to showcase their gifts and their talent and to tell their testimony, then you would do that without thinking that you owe them or you better than them or whatever. It's just all about just making sure that you can live with a good conscience. And like I said, this is an epidemic, man. The whole entitlement thing is a huge epidemic. And it's just unfortunate that, you supported people, you spent your hard earned money on a business of theirs, like a restaurant, clothing line. You made mixtapes or you gave people studio time, you promoted their brand and this and that, and they don't reciprocate that. They don't tell people about you, or like a hot rapper or somebody that they know, asks for interview or whatever, or somebody that does this and this and that. I want to show them love and this and that. They will bypass you because they don't like you. They would tell somebody else, somebody that totally does poor quality, but because it's you, they would recommend them to them and not you. And that's not right. That's not fair. At the end of the day, it's just about paying homage. It's about reciprocation. And it's just about just not wasting everybody's time. Because I can't be around a nigga I don't like. I can't hug a nigga I don't like. I'm not fake like that. And it's just so much to do just with that favoritism. Because when a person is popular or when a person is like, when they name buzzing and this and that, they will get all the excuses. People will make so many excuses for them. Like, man, that person got bread and this and that. I can't really say much because that person is popping right now. That person is taking care of me. That person is paying a bill of mine or giving me rides and stuff like that. No, I'm not gonna check that person for being a snake. I ain't gonna check that person for being a fuck nigga because he's taking care of me. They looking out for me. Now, me, if that was the case, then I will struggle before I have to kiss somebody's ass. I will go without having to feel like I have to bow down. I have to ignore what's inside my heart or inside my mind. So a person can be comfortable in their flaws or they can not be held accountable for things that they done to certain individuals. Like I will go without and you just really pick up on things when you better in your life. You start to see things for what it is. There's no longer a gray area, it's black and white. And I began to see things, even though things, broke my heart and people broke my heart, but I just kind of like remain solid, but I just stay away. When you try to, be a friend, when you try to be a good family member, you try to check up on people and see how they doing, how they mental. Everybody think you want something now when you check up on them, and it's like, no, no, I'm good. I just want to see if you good. I just want to see if you okay. But it just everybody has this wall up and this and that, and I get it to a certain extent, but why it's always me that I have to just keep the relationship healthy when the other person isn't really trying to compromise with me, because everything is a compromise. You don't have to agree on everything, but that's where the compromisation comes from. It's the knowing the fact that, okay, like you live your life a certain way and I live my life a certain way. But as long as we good to each other, as long as we respect each other, then we good. Everything can be all right. But it's just always that if you don't think how I think, then you can't be around me type thing. But I'm not going to change how I feel or who I am to fit your needs or to make you comfortable. And we supposed to get uncomfortable or have uncomfortable conversations if we supposed to love each other. It's supposed to be just a level playing field. And like I said, when you favored, when you anointed, when you called on by God to do something, they're not going to celebrate you. They're not going to clap for you. They're not going to tell you to keep up the good work. It's just going to always be about them. It's always going to be about the person that doing less than you. They will get all the recognition. They will get all the praise. They will be put on this high pedestal. And they haven't done anything. I even have people trying to tell me like, man, you make too much noise. You need to be humble. But I'm happy. I'm happy that I was able to climb up. I worked my behind off. This actually my second show. The first show I feel was more epic than my second time around, but I had to start over because I lost my old page. So I had to really start back up. But I just never forgotten just how people were just criticizing my name and this and that. And we're happy that I had to start over from scratch. But yeah, they stopped the motion a little bit, but they didn't stop the work ethic. They didn't stop the faith. They didn't stop determination. So it's just all about how bad you want it. It's all always just gonna make you stronger at the end of the day. Like, is you just gonna have to come to grips with the people that you love hate you, never liked you in the first place. You was always just a person that they kept around so they can criticize, so they can judge, they can make assumptions to big themselves up. And the better you realize it, the more you will be able to move around it, the more that you're able to respond. And at the end of the day, it's just all about what you respond to. You don't have to react to everything, but you just know that everybody isn't as 100 as you think. It's just, a role that they playing. But I always tell people, what you see with me is what you get. I'm not playing no character. I'm not playing a role. Can't confuse loyalty with stupidity. Because you can't be loyal to people who think you stupid, that think that they can just, play with you. Also, it's just they insult your intelligence. You gotta quit waiting for something big to happen to prove that a person is a snake. They tell you in the littlest shit possible. They show you just how they treat you, the dialogue, the tone, the body language when you come around them. You got some parents who hate their own kids. You got kids who hate their parents. This have no discrimination towards this. Young and old, young and young, old and old, you have to really just pay attention to the signs, man. And I know a lot of people don't want to accept this, but it is what it is. It's real life. And like I said, it's it's a long road when you believe in yourself, when you have confidence in yourself, you're gonna be lonely because it's just you got along with certain people because both of y'all was in the dark. And the moment you become enlightened, you're gonna be alone. Certain things isn't going to fit your interest anymore. The things that you used to laugh at ain't gonna make you laugh anymore. Or just the activities or the things that you used to partake in, you're not gonna want to do them anymore because you're so busy in your purpose to the point of like, oh, you got that weed on you or you got that blunt on you. Where the drink at, man? I got these hoes, where the hoes at? And you don't even want to indulge in that anymore. You don't want to do those things anymore because those things was keeping you broke. So you trying to make some money. You trying to get paid. You trying to leave some generational wealth for your children or just a family member or whatever your situation is. You trying to really build some shit. Because a lot of us thinking that we're bosses, but you're not a boss if you ain't building anything from scratch. You employed. You didn't build that. A corporation built that. You just an employee, but you get a little bit more status, a little bit, than the actual person that's under you. It's all, snakes and ladders. And that's what this business game is snakes and ladders. And what people just don't seem to grasp is that you have to give up something. You have to sacrifice something in order for you to have a new life, to order for you to be shoot divine. And it's tough leaving people behind, but those people left you behind countless of times when you wasn't invited somewhere or you didn't meet those people's standards, they left you behind because they intimidated by you. They don't like the fact that you know who you are, that you moving differently, you becoming great, you doing things that you never thought you would do. And it's just amazing because before all of this, I didn't have the confidence that I had. I didn't have the strength to look at people in the eye. I didn't have a way with words. I didn't know how to sell myself. I wasn't charismatic enough, but because of this show and everything like that, and just sitting foot with movie stars and stuff like that, I'm confident. I'm a best salesman and can promote and can bring out the best results and stuff like that and make great content. My work has always back up what I have said and who I am and stuff. And I'm not gonna let anybody who's tell me I'm not great, because people hate because they can't do what you do. Because you got to do it because nobody else can do what you do. And it's going to take work. It's going to take sacrificing. It's going to take leaving old habits behind, old people behind. Because you can get out of anything. God will find a way. God will bring strangers to support you. God will create an audience. God will create money, for you to have. If you do it the right way, if you don't sell your soul, God will provide. It's going to take a little longer, but that's where our faith comes from. That's where our faith in God comes from, is making sure that you remain true to yourself, but also evolve. Also, make sure that you get your mind right, whatever. Put a lot of things behind you because they are behind you, and certain people can't go with you. And I had to accept that. I had to accept that as much as I wanted just to take care of my family, I just had to focus on the family that I create, not the family that I'm born into. But I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still progressing. So, but it's better to be favored than have favoritism and to be having fake love or getting fake love. Because even the people that's receiving fake love from those people don't love him for real. It's all a game. It's all manipulation. It's all an illusion to fool people thinking that this person is somewhat a god, but this person is a troubled individual. Because if you got to do snake shit, fake shit, if you got to live behind your character, because it's the character that these people love. They don't love this person. They don't know this person. It's the character. It's the facade. It's the fake image that people portray. When you can be yourself, when you can speak about some shit, when you can be authentic and still get love and still get respect from even the people that dick ride them, you know? They're like, man, you just y'all just don't know how many people had came up to me and told me like, man, I wish I can talk like you. I wish I can just express myself, man, but I can't, man, because people follow me and people look up to me, man. I can't even say certain things because I don't want to seem like a coward. I don't want to seem like a bitch and this and that or soft, but it's all good. It's all right. You can't base your life or you can't base your productivity on waste management. So, but yeah, just understand that when you believe in something, you're going to be by yourself. You're going to be misunderstood. You're going to be portrayed. You're going to be crossed. But it's all part of the game. It's all a part of the territory. And it's what comes with it. And it's just all about your resentment, your courage, your principles that you will prevail from all of this static and stuff like that. Because I'm in high definition right now. I'm in 4K, 5K, 6K, whatever. You know, I'm in all of that because of the fact that nobody can stop what God has built or what God has ordained over my life. You know, even if you kill me, my legacy will live on because my videos will last forever as long as the internet here and stuff like that. And then it's just the messages that I put out there and the content that I have produced and create, edited, all that stuff, that will last forever when my body isn't here. So, but yeah, y'all hit like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I will be on here again tonight. So stay locked, stay loaded, stay woke. Peace.